But Drea, when you look at these two UConn teams, why is this one in position, perhaps, to repeat as national champion?
Well, I know it's hard to repeat, but they have a lot of pieces that have been there before, and this season's team has more offensive firepower than last season's teams. Of the guys that are playing around 20 minutes per game, you have 5 of them that are shooting over 50% from the field. I think the offensive weapons that they have and the togetherness that they have on that side makes them a little tougher this year than they were last year.
Yeah, I think obviously when you lose a guy like Jackson, who's a Swiss Army knife defensively, a guy like Sonogo with that 1-2 punch with him and Klingon, they're a different team. But we always talk about which team has the highest ceiling, Seth. I trust the ceiling of UConn more than I trust the ceiling of Kentucky because of their experience, right? It still doesn't feel to me like this team has been completely healthy. I mean, we're watching Klingon play, but I'm not sure he's been healthy the whole year. Castle came into his own way. Cam Spencer with the toe. There's a lot of things that have been going on, but this team at full health, they're going to be different.
They're just scratching the surface. They're not even close to who they're going to be. They haven't had their team together even in practice this season. But why are they different? Because they play differently. I mean, offensively, they play like a FIBA team. They play European basketball. The ball moves, the people move, they change direction, they have a lot of misdirection. Defensively, they play like they're from Jersey City. And the other thing that makes them different is they've got 3 different lineups now. They got to line up with Klingon, all right? Klingon's going to play drop coverage, all right? He's going to roll and get post up. They got to line up with Samson Johnson, all right? He's going to be a lob threat. He can get out in ball screens and blitz. And then they got their 5-out lineup. Danny freaking Hurley is as good a coach as there is in the country. He coaches them every single day, and that's how they play.
Can we talk about how great a fit Cam Spencer is as well? When you talk about going to the transfer portal and getting the piece that you need, they lose Jordan Hawkins, who's a sniper from beyond the arc. They find the perfect piece in Cam Spencer. He's the only transfer that comes in and has to learn that system. He's a perfect fit.
And they whiffed on Timberlake and got Cam Spencer. That's a good trade.
Hey, Bilas, how do you look at UConn's ceiling and where they have room for improvement from this point till the end of the season?
Well, Rece, UConn is legit, and I agree with Seth. Offensively, they're top 5 in the country in everything that they do on the offensive end. They're a beautiful offensive team to watch because every one of their cuts is either to the ball or to the basket. And they have a number of different weapons they can go to, including inside. But the margin of excellence for UConn is going to be at the defensive end. Right now, they're ranked 31st in adjusted defensive efficiency. Last year, they were top 7 in both offense and defense. They are not as good of a defensive team this year as they were last year. One of the reasons is they don't have an Andraya Jackson Jr., a Swiss Army knife defensively. Stephon Castle can be that. He's not that yet. So I think UConn can get better defensively, but that's going to be the difference in a Final Four or national championship opportunity. It's going to be on the defensive end. I think they can get there, but they're not an elite defensive team yet. They're an elite offensive team right now.
Huskies favored 3.5, 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight. See if a lot of different teams have been number 1 this year. See if UConn can sort of settle in and hold that mantra for a while. And we know that the last 2 national champions have come out of the Big 12. Jay's going to see a Big 12 game for now today in Texas' final season in the Big 12. Look at the number of teams from this conference ranked in the BPI top 25, including Houston at number 1, Iowa State's in the top 10, BYU in its first year in the conference has been sensational, and you'll see Baylor coming up against Texas in just a little bit. No other conference more than 5 teams in the BPI top 25.